Good morning, team. See, as a part of today's document, I want you to review that research document that is completed by you. Okay. I guess మీ అందరి దగ్గర డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. I want you to just cross check your introductory section. According to me, I guess literature review and research methods are written properly. But ఒకసారి cross check introductory section and make needed changes. See, your first paragraph should start with good information. Okay, excellent detailing related to introductory part of your document. All right, so maybe some general information related to the generic research. For example, if you are dealing with the data analytics, speak about big data analytics and how it will be helpful. Maybe if you are dealing with some healthcare management systems, speak about predicting about healthcare. You speak about healthcare information systems and how they started, and then you speak about data analytics and their role in improving performance of healthcare systems in that way. So I need some basic information related to the core concept of your research. Then you speak about some of the important elements that are related to your topic. Already మీరు 3 points ఫ్రేమ్ చేస్తున్నారు, సో ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ సీనియర్స్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ ఇష్యూ. సో జస్ట్ ఒకసారి క్రాస్ చెక్ చేయండి, చేసి రైట్ అప్ ఇవ్వండి. నెక్స్ట్ ఈస్ దిస్ వీడియో, అంటే టు మేక్ దిస్ వీడియో మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ టు లెట్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ టు బి రిటర్న్ ఇన్ ద సెక్షన్ that is related to legal, social and ethical issues of research. Okay, here are some important journals that are noted by me that clearly explains about some of the important issues, legal ethical issues that are related to research methodology. So but generally enti ante so usually it is very important that a researcher should follow certain research ethics. Okay, if he don't follow the ethics, if he don't follow research ethics, it will be resulted in legal issues. Okay, the common practice. In addition to that, there will be certain issues, certain research areas and certain details related to the research. If the researcher don't follow it, he might be involved in some legal issues. 99.99% enti ante, like if the person don't follow ethical issues, it will reflect in legal issues. So we speak about importance of following. So what kind of practices were ethical practices were included in this research, or like how can we say that this whatever the research that we are conducting is ethically okay. Then we also explain like what kind of legal issues are avoided in this research. Okay, so మనం ఏం చేద్దామంటే let us open this first article. Oh my god. See, here it is guidelines for research ethics. So oh my god. See, now let us see, this is our textbook, and these are the important factors that are to be followed by the researcher while dealing with research. See, ikkada manam when we are involved in conducting survey kind of thing, these are some of the important ethical practices that are to be followed. Okay, so ikkada main like these factors should be followed. Like we are supposed to maintain dignity and respect human dignity. So some kind of, if you read them you will understand. So these all are some of the important ethical practices that are to be practiced by the researcher while dealing with individuals. Next one is it is related to uh, regard for institutions, groups and institutions. When we are dealing with organizations, what kind of ethical practices should be included? So E factors are like we are supposed to follow them. Just have a glance on it. Okay, though we need very limited information related to these topics, it is very important to have some good awareness about them. Have a glance on it. Just have a glance for maybe 20-30 minutes, so you will understand it. Okay, so next one is most important thing is this one, this Pearson book, chapter 4. So let us open it. So this is ethical practices related one. In this, if you can cross check, you can cross check like when you go get into the topics, like you can cross check some of the important points. So that one, informed consent and implied consent. This is first important thing. Maintaining confidentiality and anonymity, another important point that should be followed while conducting research. And securing your research data, this is another important thing. So these are some important points that should be followed. And code of ethic. So in the last document we read some ethical codes, like some kind of practices that we should follow. So these all constitute your ethical practices, and so not following which could result in legal issues. So for example, when we are conducting some kind of survey, we are supposed to take consent from the participant of the research. That is basic information. And if without consent, if you do that research, it might result in a legal issue. So what we explain, like does your research have following any ethical issues? No, because we are like while performing survey kind of analysis, informed consent is taken, so it does not involve in any ethical practices. The data that is related, that is collected and analyzed, will be maintained for confidentiality and anonymity, and the data will be stored in a secured locations. In that way we explain, right? So that is all explained here. So you just cross check what are these important points. So first thing, according to me, like based on my experience, I explain it. So according to me, informed consent and implied consent means, so while using data, we are supposed to take permission from the owner of the data. Okay, if we are doing, that is ethical code, that is a one ethical code that should be followed. When using somebody's data, it is very important to take consent of him. If you are doing it, your research is ethical. If you are not doing it, your research is unethical. So as our research is ethical, we say that whatever the data that is used in this research is collected by taking consent of organizations. For example, if your data is data analytics related one, you say that the data set that is collected in this research was voluntarily shared by the owner, so that data is used by me to complete this research, and I will, so that data set will not be used for sharing it to others. Okay, you will not going to share it to others, you will just use it, that's it. So because you are not owner of that data, so you are not supposed to share that data to others. So that creates a consent, like as voluntarily given by the owner, we say that it has a implied consent. Okay, next one, confidentiality and anonymity. So confidentiality means like whatever the data that you have collected, means if you have taken some data set from others, or if you have collected some kind of survey data, that should be maintained confidentiality, and the person who is sharing that data, that details should be maintained anonymous. Okay, so you are not supposed to reveal the target person's details. Got it? So it explains anonymity of the research and the confidentiality of the research. If you practice these two activities, like these two practices, it explains that your research is ethical. Okay, so if you don't follow them, like if you don't maintain confidentiality of the data, it might result in legal issues that are related to the data privacy and protection. Okay, so In that way we explain, like we say that our data is legally fine in the first paragraph, and we say that because the anonymity and the confidentiality of the data is maintained. So next, in the ethical section, we say that we explain what kind of practices we included. So as a part of completing the research, whatever the data that is collected, data analysis results were maintained confidentially according to the ethical code of conduct. So if you explain that, it means by explaining that you can mention these two factors in your document. Okay. Next one is recognizing the need for securing research data. So like while performing analysis, so we collect a lot of data, right? So it is very important to mention about what kind of data we collect, how we collect, where we store data, and how secure the data that is collected by you or maintained by you as a part of completing this research. It is very important that the security and privacy of the data is to be maintained. Okay, so regarding that we explain it, like say the data is stored in some particular secure location, it is protected by the passwords. So as the data analyzed or analysis data or raw data is not visible to unauthorized users, we say that we maintain security of the data that is conducted. So it's the ethical practice, and we say that because of that kind of activity there are no legal issues associated with it. Okay, next, ethical code of conduct. So ethical code of conduct means a list of practices that should be followed by the researcher. So if the researcher follows that ethical code of conduct, he will be away from ethical issues, and it helps him to overcome legal issues. Okay, so these are some important points, and in addition to these things, we can speak about plagiarism. We can speak about acknowledging owner of actual data, and some other important points related to the research. Okay, so just cross check these two documents and other documents too to fix this work. All right, so I need 200 words maximum to be included in research methods section of your document. All right, and I want your document to be properly formatted and send it to me. All right, thank you team, that's it. Hope you understood. If any questions, please ask me. Thank you.